check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cunningham now to return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he finds Howard complete. And he works free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. On 1st and goal, Howard. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis, and then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting to Adrian Peterson that defenses fear.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They give it to Peterson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Third and long. It's Smith. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 41 yards. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. 3rd down here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We've got a second here. Let's take a peek around the league. What's coming up week 8. A couple big games as we near the halfway point of the season, Charles. I'm mainly looking at Philly and Jacksonville and London, and then New Orleans and Minnesota. That should be interesting.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Philly and Jacksonville, both teams struggling right now. The Eagles have already lost 4 games. They lost 3 all of last season. Both of those teams need a win in a big way. New Orleans at Minnesota, the Saints are on a heck of a roll right now. They've won 5 in a row. But the Vikings quietly have won 3 straight and seem to be getting their footing on defense again. And how about Green Bay? They had the week off this past week. Big win over San Francisco at home on a Monday night. They now head out to face the 7-0 Rams in Los Angeles. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that one. That is a big one indeed.
Aaron Rodgers, Todd Gurley. Let's do this.
You see it? You see it?
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 61 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Washington Redskins, they've been kind of an under-the-radar team. And now they're in the first place in the NFC East after surviving the Cowboys 20-17 on that late field goal off the upright, Charles. You're getting ready to have them this week against New York. What do you make of this Redskins squad?
Well, they're a very veteran type of a team. Alex Smith, the quarterback. Adrian Peterson, now their lead runner. A number of other guys sprinkled in there. So they're not the youngest team that you've ever seen, but they're a team that's powered by getting out to early leads. Go and look at their season. If they lead early, they win ball games. If they get down early, they don't come back and win games. So that's their formula for success. Fast starts, playing with leads, and then it's tough to run the football against them with those young defensive tackles in Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Yeah, 52.
And off comes to Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here come the Redskins now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
12.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he fends him off. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, CD taking a peek at some of the injuries from around the league in Week 7. We did have a few. Quan Alexander on that Bucs defense went down with an injury. They'll be monitoring Sony Michel in New England. Now, remember, they already lost Jeremy Hill, Rex Burkhead out of that backfield, so a couple injuries to note.
Certainly, and Quan Alexander in the middle of the Tampa Bay defense, which was already struggling. They may not get him back the rest of the season. Sony Michel, they're hoping to get him back after a few weeks. Albert Wilson in Miami has made big plays all season long, has a hip injury. That could cost him some serious time, if not the season. LaShawn McCoy, Melvin Gordon, they're hoping to get them back in the upcoming weeks. Yeah,
interesting that they won without Melvin Gordon last week. That was a big win. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mason Foster in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Howard. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Thank you. I gave it to you. No, I took it on the